Thank you for joining me today in Ron's basement. If you like this, then you are in the right place. I've assembled a list of 8 intriguing facts about our friend Silver. I want to share them with you today, but I also need your help on one of the small facts, something that I don't know anything about, and I'm curious to get feedback and knowledge in the comments section below from the viewers of Ron's Basement. I've got all that and a lot more. Let's get started on these 8 key facts. Fact number 1, and let me start out by saying this. Do you like to look at yourself? I mean, you probably like to look in the mirror, and God knows whatever you look at is probably a little better looking than what I'm looking at right now. However, a lot of mirrors use silver because, fact number 1, silver is the most reflective metal on planet Earth. Nobody else beats silver when it comes to its ability to reflect a huge portion, like I think 95, 96% of the light spectrum. As a result of that, silver is used in many high-quality mirrors, but more importantly, for the green revolution that's going on, silver is used extensively in solar panels, and that will continue to help the demand situation for silver as we move into the forthcoming decades. Fact number 2, and this has to do with English and grammar, which were never, ever, as you probably can tell, one of my favorite subjects. However, an interesting fact about the word silver. The word silver in over 16 foreign languages, the word for silver is the same as the word for money. And an even more interesting grammar fact, in the English language, the word silver, there is no other word that rhymes with it. And there are very few words in the English language that do not have a rhyme. So silver is unique in this way as well. And we always knew that silver was one of a kind and unique. There's only one silver. Not like those cryptocurrencies where there's like 19,000 of them and growing by the hundreds every day, but I digress. Point number 3, silver has always been valuable. Silver was one of the first 5 metals discovered almost 4,000 years ago. Silver was first used in coins back in 600 BC. If my math is correct, that's nearly 2,600 years ago. Silver has always been valuable and valuable everywhere. Heck, in ancient Egypt, it was even valued higher than gold. Hey, and while I have your attention, if you're a fan of silver, gold, precious metal mining stocks, I put out new content darn near every single day, sometimes multiple times a day, to help us navigate the choppy waters we know we encounter. If you want to be kept up to date on my videos, you can subscribe to my channel. You'd really be helping me out if you gave this video a thumbs up, shared it on social media, and of course, I love when you comment down below. Let's get back to the video. And number 4, did you know that this is actually good for your health? Heck, I feel healthier just holding it in my hand right now. But the term born with a silver spoon in his or her mouth, what that refers to is that in historical times, the wealthy and the elites would feed their babies and their children with silver spoons because silver has antimicrobial properties. It kills germs. And heck, we all know with what's gone on over the last few years, germs are bad. In modern times, this is used in many medical devices. Also, it's actually sewn into some surgeon gowns that they wear when they're doing surgery to help prevent the spread of disease. Now, I've never done this, but some people actually drink silver. I don't know much about that. If you want to comment on that below, that's great, but I think it's called colloquial or I don't know. But I don't drink silver. At this point, I wouldn't recommend drinking silver, but it's okay to hold it in your hand. And point number 5, silver has always been used a lot in currency. Heck, up until the 1960s, we actually had silver money, silver coins in the United States. The silver dollar was actually made out of silver. A lot of people claim that the fact that the dollar was made out of silver up till then helped establish what a dollar was really worth. But many civilizations, societies throughout history have used silver as their money. Like I said earlier, going back to 600 BC and the Persians, countries, civilizations have used silver because of the fact that it maintains its value. It sure seems like once they get off their silver or they try to dilute the silver in some way, that doesn't have a real good impact on their future prospects. And as I digress just a little bit, that goes back to the point that I love to make about silver and gold, coincidentally, that they have been valuable always and everywhere. And you can't say that about any type of paper money or cryptocurrency or anything else. Silver has always been valuable everywhere. And what about mining and production of our good friend silver? Mexico has traditionally been the number one producer of silver. However, in the last few years, the demand for silver has outstripped the supply coming from the mines. 70% of silver production is from byproducts from other mining, lead mining, copper mining, etc. But an interesting fact, and that is that the newer copper and lead mines that are being developed due to the nature of the deposits aren't going to have as much silver as a byproduct. And if you ask any primary silver miner, anyone who mines primarily for silver, they will tell you that finding new primary silver deposits is darn near impossible. So from a supply-demand perspective, the supply side for silver isn't looking to be that great in the future, which could lead to much higher prices. And here's what I need your help with. What about the pirates? When I was doing all the research for this video, I didn't run into anything about the pirates. I don't know much about the pirates. I know that one of you does. If you would share some information about the pirates, and as I understand it, they were stealing silver from the ships down in the Caribbean, probably all that silver that was being mined in Mexico and South America, Central America. I'd be curious to kind of hear the history of that, and I know they sometimes dig up pirate ships, whatnot. So if anybody knows anything about pirates and would be so generous and kind as to share it in the comment section below, we would all appreciate that. Now back to the video. Point number 7. Do you want to conduct some electricity? Well, guess what? There's nothing better than this for conducting electricity. From the top fingers to the bottom fingers, nothing conducts electricity better than silver. I believe technically that's called thermal conductivity. Nonetheless, actually the scale by which other metals are judged is based on silver. Silver is given a 100, and then other metals like copper and whatnot are in the 90s. Silver is the king of electrical conductivity. Now that becomes more and more important in the future as we're seeing more electric cars being built, solar panels, well, I guess that's reflective, but electric too, and cell phones, electronics, they all use silver because of these awesome conductivity qualities which silver has. And finally, number 8, did you know silver can make it rain? And in this day and age, with climate change and global warming, droughts going on throughout the world, silver can be used to seed clouds to make thunderstorms and rain occur. Now, let's hope that our friend silver makes it rain money in our mining stock portfolio as we move into the coming years. Well, I bet you feel at least a little smarter now. I do hope you learned something from my video. I do appreciate you being here in Ron's Basement with me. Without you, there would be no Ron's Basement, so thank you. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, you can do that right here. If you want to watch another video, you can do that right here. But until next time, be well.